welcome back. I'm Declan, and this was hole 13, and this is a 295-yard par 4. I hit this drive really good in the center of the fairway, and then the second shot, I blasted it really far, about 160 yards, and it went not far enough, but really good shot. Now this chip, I was trying to just bump it up with a 9-iron, and it turned out really well. Just went past, and I thought I could get a par if I made this putt. And that's my first par of the day. I make the putt. Now on the 14th hole, this hole is 167 yards downhill. And I hit this one a bit too hard to the back of the green. And I had the same plan on the last hole, just these greens are really fast, so I was just planning to hit it at the top of the hill and it'll roll all the way down. Now this putt was for par, and I drained it. Now I was on the 15th hole, which is really long, 421 yards. I hit this drive really good down the fairway.
Got a little bit of turf, but
and now I had to hit a 3-wood down the middle because this is such a long hole. And this 3-wood was okay. I just hit it left, and I was really lucky. It barely didn't go in the bunker. And I just had to punch this one out into the fairway, and it worked really well. And I was chipping for birdie. But then this chip, I was trying to make a nice soft chip, but I ended up sculling it over the green, and it was like probably my worst shot of these 6 holes. And I really need to recover here, but the greens are just so fast, and I hit this one really far, and it went way past. So now I had a hard putt for bogey, and I really need to make this or I'd get a double bogey, which isn't very good. And I thought it was going in, but it just missed. It was really close, but I got a double bogey, which means I was +2 for 3 holes, which is pretty good. Now I was on the 16th hole, which is short, 97 yards, and I took an 8-iron out, trying to just get this one really close to the hole, and it almost landed in on its first bounce, and I had a pretty short putt for a birdie, probably like 10 feet. I'm not really sure, but I saw this one breaking right, and it broke a lot more than I thought. And now I had tap and par, which is good for me. Now I was on hole 17, which is 224 yards from the red tees, and I hit this first shot with a 6-iron trying to lay up because it's over a creek, and I couldn't hit it far enough. And my first shot ended up a bit right, so I had to lay up again. And this was a really good shot into the middle of the fairway, and I had to chip here. And I hit this one really nicely, trying to get it to just roll up, and it worked out quite well. And now I had a putt for par after my first 3 shots, and this is a par 4. And I hit this putt too hard, so it didn't really work out, and I just hit this one in for bogey. Now on the final hole of this course, called Ghost Creek. This is the 18th hole, which is 342 yards, and it's a par 4. And I hit this drive a bit right, so it went into the rough on the right side. And then I had a 3-wood, and the rough here is really thick, so it's hard getting it out, so I kind of just knocked it out, and I ended up in the other side of the rough, which isn't good. But I hit this one really nicely. But I'm just going to rough because I keep on hitting it too far. But this one was for par, and this is probably one of my best shots of these 6 holes because it went really closely with a short chip, and I tapped in for bogey.